Halloween is over, but I don't want you to waste those pumpkins. There are so many amazing things that you can do with your pumpkin besides just throw it in the trash. So today we are going to talk about roasting a pumpkin to make pumpkin puree. We are going to harvest all of the seeds from the pumpkin to make a fun and healthy, tasty snack. And we're going to save a few seeds so that we can grow some more pumpkins next year. Welcome back to the farmhouse. I'm Deanne from Hummingbird Acres, and this is our place to show you guys a little glimpse into our everyday homestead farmhouse life. We love this lifestyle and we want to inspire you guys to live the homestead farmhouse lifestyle as well. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified anytime that I upload a new video about homesteading, gardening, and farmhouse life. I am so excited that you guys are here today. Pumpkin season is one of my favorite times of year. I love the cold, crisp weather and the beautiful fall colors, but most of all, I love the pumpkins, and I love making puree with them, roasting the seeds, and then saving the seeds for next year. So we are going to jump right in to making our pumpkin puree. To make our pumpkin puree, we are actually going to use the Instapot, and that is one of the easiest ways that I have found and the quickest ways that I have found to make pumpkin puree. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to carve this pumpkin. I'm not going to carve a face in it or anything, but I am going to take the top off. I am going to remove all of the seeds and all of the pulp. I have found it easier just to put everything in one bowl, and then after I get the pumpkin all cut down to put in the Instapot, then I'll go back through and deal with the seeds. So, cutting it up. After we get all of the pulp and the seeds out, the next thing we want to do is cut this down so it will fit in the Instapot. I have done this in previous years where the whole pumpkin just fits in the Instapot and it's perfect, but our pumpkins this year are a little bit bigger. So I'm going to cut this probably into, I don't know, maybe 4, 5 big chunks and leave the skin on. Don't take it off. That's what makes this really easy. I'm going to cut it into some big chunks and then we're going to put it in the Instapot. Okay, it is time to put it in the Instapot. So I have my liner in my pot. I am going to put the rack in the bottom. I am going to pour in 1 cup of water so it doesn't burn. And then I'm going to just arrange my pumpkin pieces on the bottom of my pot. I'm going to kind of put them up on their side a little bit. Just kind of stack them all in there. This was actually a really big pumpkin, so it doesn't fit necessarily nicely in there, but I did get them all in, so I'm going to show you that. So you can see that they're all in there. They're not nice in there, but they are all in, and if I get it just right, I can make sure that I can close the lid. Alright, I'm going to put my lid on, lock it, make sure that the vent is closed. I'm going to do pressure cook on high for 20 minutes. I'm going to let this heat up. It is going to cook, and then I'm going to let it naturally vent. While our pumpkin is in the Instapot cooking, we are going to work on saving some of these seeds for a yummy snack and for our garden for next year. So I'm going to go through all of the pulp. I'm going to pick out the seeds, put them in a colander, and then wash them up. At this point, I am going to pull out 5 or 6 pumpkin seeds to save for our garden for next year. When you are saving seeds and growing pumpkins, you really do not need that many and you'll get tons of pumpkins. So I'm gonna save about 5 or 6. I'm gonna put them on a paper towel. I'm not gonna save that one. You wanna look for ones that are like plump so that they are viable seeds. So I'm gonna save about 6. I'm gonna let them dry for a couple of days, and then I'm going to put them in my pumpkin seed pack. This is a freebie in our resource library. It is a printable seed pack for you. You print it out, cut it, I tape it up, and then once my seeds are dry, I can put them in the envelope, and this fits in with all of my other seeds. So like I said, this is a free printable in our resource library, and I have linked it below for you. So I have my ones that are saved. I'm gonna push that to the side and let them dry for a couple of days. Now the rest of my seeds, which as you can see, there are a lot of them. Before I roast them, I like to put them in a brine and let them soak. This just enhances the flavor and just makes a better overall snack. So to do this, I make a salt brine by taking 2 cups of water, and for every 2 cups of water, you can do half a tablespoon of salt. So 2 cups of water, half a tablespoon of salt, and you are going to mix it up until the salt dissolves. It's kind of like making, like you're fermenting something. You're making a salt brine, and it helps so that the water doesn't grow bacteria while you are soaking, and it also gives the pumpkin seeds more flavor. So, got it all dissolved. I'm going to add in all of our pumpkin seeds, and okay, they are all added in. Push them down just a little bit. I will let these sit for 6 to 12 hours, and then we will get them ready for roasting. Okay, the pumpkin is out of the Instapot. It is cooled down enough that I can handle it. So now I'm going to just peel off the skin. I'm going to put it in my food processor, and we are going to make some pumpkin puree. Henley has already asked if I was making pumpkin pie today, so she got a rude awakening when I told her, no, not today. But that's okay. So, peel the skin off, and then we will blend it up. And it comes off really easily, like it was falling off when I pulled it out of the Instapot. Most of the time I use pumpkin puree to make pumpkin pie, but I'm always looking for new recipes to use our homemade pumpkin puree. So I want to know, what is your favorite thing to make with pumpkin? Let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll try them out. Actually, I probably will try them out because I love anything pumpkin. So let me know in the comments below what you like to make with pumpkin. After I peeled all of the skin off, I put it in my food processor, put it on the food processor, blended it up a little bit, and now I have pumpkin puree. So I am going to put this in a container so that I can freeze it. You don't want to can pureed pumpkin because you cannot get, when you can, whether you're canning water bath or if you're canning pressure canner, you're not going to be able to get the pumpkin puree heated all the way through to a high enough temperature to kill all of the bacteria. So if you are making pumpkin puree, your best bet is to freeze it. So I am going to put this in a container. I'm going to freeze it down so we have it for Thanksgiving. After soaking your pumpkin seeds for somewhere between 6 and 12 hours, it's best to dry them a little bit before you roast them. So I strained the pumpkin seeds out of the brine, and I just have them laying on a paper towel or a linen-free dishcloth just to dry out a little bit. And then I am going to get ready to season them. You can get really creative when it comes to seasoning your pumpkin seeds, or you can do something very simple. I'm going to stick with something very simple, but if you are looking for some creative seasonings for your pumpkin seeds, be sure to check out our website. I have it linked below, and you can find some other inspiration for your pumpkin seeds. But I'm going to just season ours simple today. So I'm going to use some coconut oil and some sea salt, and I need to melt this a little bit because it's hard. It's kind of cold here today. But I'm going to melt this a little bit, and I'm going to toss the pumpkin seeds with some coconut oil and some sea salt. To season our pumpkin seeds, I am using 1 tablespoon of coconut oil for every 2 cups of pumpkin seeds, and the coconut oil is melted, and I'm going to drizzle it over top. I am going to stir it up, make sure everything gets coated. Then I'm going to take some salt, sprinkle it on top. Now, when you're adding salt to your pumpkin seeds, remember that you have already brined and soaked your pumpkin seeds in salt, so you don't want to add too much or your pumpkin seeds will be too salty. So continue to mix this up. Okay, I have a baking sheet here. I have lined it with a non-stick silicone mat to make it easy to remove the pumpkin seeds. I am going to take them and spread them in a single layer on this, and then I'm going to bake them for 30 minutes at 325 in the oven. And I'm going to stir them up about every 15 minutes. Pumpkin seeds are done. They are lightly toasted. They look really, really good, but I'm going to let them cool completely. I'm going to transfer them to an airtight container, and we will eat them as snacks. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. For more simple farmhouse recipes, be sure to visit our website and to subscribe below. And thanks for visiting the farmhouse, and we will talk to you guys soon.